Your mask.
Well, here we see Rough Crossing making his Underground Wrestling debut against an Underground favorite, Mojo McQueen. He's here trying to get back kind of on a winning streak, Curb, as of late. Can you talk a little bit more about Mojo's path here in Underground and where he's been?
Absolutely. If there is one guy that defines Underground Wrestling, that is the Voodoo King, Mojo McQueen. Over 2 years undefeated here in Underground Wrestling. Over a year as the first ever Underground Wrestling champion.
Now, I'll tell you, Curb, I try and go seek out the wrestlers before the show. I saw Mojo in a dark corner, in a real dark place. He told me that he's been spending some time going down to the bayou, spending time in the St. Louis Cemetery in New Orleans, trying to find his ways again, and hopefully get back on a winning streak here in Underground.
Yeah, he held on to the title for quite some time. Was getting together with Draconis for a little bit. They were having some issues and coming up on the losing side of things, and that does not make a man like Mojo McQueen happy.
Sends Rough Crossing to the outside. Are we going to see Mojo fly here?
Very possible. He's one of the guys that can do it all. And what we have here, Sterling, is what we like to call in the business a big hoss match.
This match is definitely going to deliver something fierce. Whoa, Mojo over the top! Lays out Rough Crossing right into the Underground faithful.
And they are loving it. As you said, he is embracing his dark side, getting back to his roots. He's been practicing some voodoo, sacrificing some chickens.
This is sort of a crazy side for Mojo. He was mysterious for a long time, but this is really out of sorts. Seeing some real crazy, some new stuff out of Mojo.
Mojo McQueen likes to hurt people, and whatever way he can figure out to do that, like what he's got going on right here.
Oh, knee to the side of the face. That has to hurt.
But do not sell Rough Crossing short. Everything.
1, 2. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, that's fine. Everything he said about himself.
Another cover here.
In this match.
1, 2. He's laying into Rough Crossing here.
Everything he said is absolutely true. He is one tough son of a bitch. And if there is a guy in the wrestling locker room that I steer clear of, it is definitely Rough Crossing.
Oh, trust me. Meeting him earlier before the show was not a pleasant thing. Oh, he could be setting up for some sort of choke slam here. Ooh, Rough Crossing with the back elbow. Uppercut. Staggering the big fella.
And as we said, this is a debut here for Rough Crossing. But this is not the first time these two have met. They have had some matches in the past, but they have not been in the ring with each other.
Huge big boot out of Mojo McQueen. Goes for the cover. 1, 2.
Someone may want to go backstage and see if Rough Crossing's head is back there.
Kicked him right into the front row.
But they have been in some big battles before, but they have not faced off in about 4 or 5 years.
Now Rough Crossing, the self-proclaimed raw bone redneck. He's got to really target Mojo McQueen here. Mojo's a big guy. He's got to work over his body. What is he setting up for here? Ducks under. Big boot by Rough Crossing. Just staggers Mojo McQueen. What is he doing here? Whoa.
He's not having it. That's what's going on here, Sterling.
He's issuing a warning.
He's got it locked in. Can he get him up?
Oh, it looks like he did some damage to that arm there of Mojo McQueen. Throwing big old soup bones now. Huge headbutt.
And Mojo McQueen, usually a very methodical wrestler, setting a usual steady but slow pace. Tonight, much more aggressive, really taking it to Rough Crossing.
Absolutely. He likes to set up for that spellbinder. Really puts his opponents away with that.
Look what he's doing here. Look what he's doing.
Dropping the knee pad. Shoots off. Oh, Rough Crossing's able to get out of the way.
And wisely so. But here, look at this. Very smart from Rough Crossing. Mojo McQueen exposed that knee to try to do damage with it, but now Rough Crossing knows there's no protection there.
Absolutely. That knee is something that's going to be very useful during this match when he tries to set up that spellbinder. Rough Crossing said before the match, he likes to set up for that tombstone pile driver. He's been able to put away a number of opponents around the world with that. Not sure if he's going to be able to pick the big guy up here, but like you said earlier, this is a big hoss fight, and he'll be able to muster up something, I'm sure.
Yeah, these guys, they know what they're doing, man. Normally you don't target a body part because that's what you want to focus on as far as taking them out or finishing them or putting them away. But it's exactly the opposite here for Rough Crossing.
Got him in the cover. One count.
He's targeting that leg and that knee so that Mojo cannot use his finish. So he's doing it almost as a defensive move. Take out that guy's base, and he's not going to be able to use his normal offense against you.
Absolutely. Now, Rough Crossing can't let the crowd get into his head. He's spending a lot of time on the outside, letting Mojo recover in ring.
Yeah. Pay attention to that big man in the ring, Rough. Don't worry about those fans.
Rough Crossing to the top. Oh! Mojo buries that fist into the gut.
He gave him too much time, Sterling. He was out there jaw-jacking with the fans.
Lays him out.
That knee looks to be hurting Rough Cross, or Mojo, I should say.
Whoa! Oh! Flattens him. Kips up. But how much damage did it do to that knee?
Right. May not have been the wisest decision.
He's stalking Rough Crossing. Knees him right to the face. He's got to go for the cover here.
But that leg, he's having trouble getting over there.
1, 2. Very nonchalant cover. You can tell that leg is bothering him. He wasn't able to get all of that.
Exactly, and that's what Rough Crossing did by targeting that leg. He set up these kind of opportunities where Mojo's not going to be able to capitalize as easy as he usually would.
He could be calling for that spellbinder. Shoots off into the ropes. To the other side. Knee to the face.
And that was that exposed knee. That was bone going right into the chin of Rough Crossing.
He's really working over his skull here. That can't feel good.
No, he's got that thumb going right into the temple there with that claw hold. He's going for a running knee again.
Rough Crossing could be going for the lariat. Knocks him out.
But can he capitalize now with everything he has taken from Mojo McQueen thus far?
He thinks this is it. Cover. 1, 2. 2 count.
He had a good cover sunk in there too, man. He hooked the leg, but Mojo still not giving it up.
What's Rough Crossing got to do here in his debut to really put away Mojo McQueen?
And why not go for the biggest guy in the yard, you know? Come
Absolutely.
in and make a statement.
Absolutely. Now what's he doing with this bell here? Referee's taking that away from him. Not allowed here in the underground, at least in this match. Whoa.
He's got a backup.
Oh, Mojo, watch out. Oh! Levels him with it.
Are you kidding me? Look at this horse and pony show.
1, 2, 3.
Come on.
In 9 minutes, 48 seconds, your winner.
Rough Crossing really sending a statement here, leveling the biggest dog in the yard, Mojo McQueen.